If your wife is unfaithful to you, would you send her away? I've not actually been speaking in a while, but recently I had the privilege of speaking to a group of men. I think about 30 or 40 of them. I didn't really count. And I was talking to them about relationship and influences that we encounter running homes and stuff like that. And then somebody from nowhere, based on what I've said, asked me a very interesting question. And I think I have to share that question here. The question was quite blunt because I was not expecting it. The guy said, if your wife is unfaithful to you, would you send her away? Or better still, would you divorce your wife because she's unfaithful? I thought about it for a while and I said, no. And I said, no, sir, please just hold on so that you can answer the two questions at the same time. He said, would you want to do a DNA test and be sure that your children are your children? I said, what is the problem with this guy? I said, well, my first answer is if my wife is unfaithful, I won't send her away on the ground of being unfaithful, except if there were some issues and then I've been looking for an opportunity and then she now get into that and I say, okay, yeah, this is an opportunity and then I can utilize it. But on that ground of being unfaithful, no, I will not send my wife away if she's a real woman. And then the next one is, if I have to do a DNA test on my children, I said categorically no. I will never try a thing like that, except if for any reason my children now decided that I'm no longer their dad. As long as I have children that are with me that calls me father, and I treat them like father and they respond to me like children, to the best of my knowledge, their DNA or their biological whatever, it's not of my interest. I don't know how people could, for no just reason, maybe you have an issue with your wife or your husband, and then bam, you take the children and go and check their DNA, and you are shocked that the children are not yours. And you just give yourself an emotional trauma all through your life. Oga, I think that's too much a risk to take. Whether the children are mine or not, I have been calling them my children and they are answering my children and they have been my children and they will keep being my children and I don't have a problem with who is their father. As long as I am their father, no problem. And if I'm not their father, still no problem. I don't want to know. The Igbo people say, what you don't know. I think that's the only place that I will agree with them, that what you don't know cannot hurt you. If I don't know that you're not my child and we are doing father and son or father and daughter, I think both of us are in good, safe hand, and that's okay for me. And that's my answer.